Welcome everybody to Tuesday Q&A. I don't have any specific things to go over today, but probably as we take on questions or as we move forward, we will, you know, probably storm something up and then we can keep going with it. So I guess we'll open the floor now and just go ahead and ask a question. You should be able to unmute yourself and we can go from there.
Hi, can you hear me?
Hey, yep, I can hear you. How you doing?
Oh, good. How are you?
Not too bad, not too bad.
I have a couple questions. With the auto settings in the delivery area, we've been running into a lot of problems that, say, if we have a customer that has multiple pieces, some might not be ready for one day, but she wants it all delivered on a certain day.
Mm-hmm.
When the one order, some piece is done, it automatically sends it for the next delivery day. So, which it does kind of take up a lot of time on my delivery driver because he's always coming wondering, is this for today? What am I missing? Is there a way to shut that off or
So I guess there's two things that I'm thinking of. So there's one, whenever your driver's loading the van, that's just typically the to-do list, right? Everything that is able to be delivered. And then if there are some that are partial orders, say like you described, A is ready but B is not ready. It'll show in that load van area. There's an alerts in the bottom right, right below the scan button. There's an alerts that'll show you all of the orders that are not ready. Now, I'm sure your driver probably already uses it. But the other thing to, like you mentioned, the automatic part. All right. So I'm assuming you have schedule will calls upon, or schedule will calls automatically upon assembly, probably turned on rather than due date. Do you think that turning on due date would be more beneficial for your company or just maybe a one-off customer?
I can try those and see how it works. I will
Yeah.
try.
What I
Yeah,
would
because the
do,
will calls would be more the ones that are kind of like one order is ready, it wants to get it sent, but they're waiting on more.
right? Yeah, exactly. That's
Or if somebody
generally,
says they're on a holiday and we don't want to deliver it for 2 weeks, every day that it's supposed to be delivered keeps coming up.
and are you using route holds?
Oh, it's no,
And
I
that
don't.
would only be for like that holiday portion, like, or say
Okay,
if the customer is saying, "Hey, I'm going on vacation for 2 weeks," you don't have to worry about coming to my house. You can set them on a route hold, so they don't populate anywhere for that amount of time.
I think we might have forgot about that. Not too many of them have been taking holidays, but I'll make a note of that for sure.
Yeah, I don't think it's widely used. If it is, it's not something that we hear about that often. Let me see. We'll call. I'm trying to find that setting for you. I believe I said it correctly. Yeah, so schedule will call deliveries after assembly. So that'll be as soon as the first order or the first item is rack assembled, it should schedule it.
Okay,
If not, if it's a multi-piece, multi-ticket, so if there's a B, C, D, however many, and say A gets done before B and it gets delivered, then B will get scheduled a separate time as soon as that whole part is assembled.
okay.
But then there's another one that schedule will calls on deliveries, or sorry, schedule will call deliveries on due date. So it'll just strictly be based on when is this order due and in the system.
Okay.
And that
I'll
should be
check
under
those.
company settings.
Okay, I'll look at that. I have another question
Yeah, go ahead.
for art deliveries and picking their routes.
Hmm.
Um, what's the best and easiest way to do it? Like you pretty much have to do them all manually, right? Like there's not, we find that the on the route management, it kind of doesn't set them to where. So then when we go and do it manually, you just have to go into each customer, set the number each time. Is that
Yeah, so that route manager can be finicky, right? That is the manual way to do things. That's the manual route manipulation, I would say.
okay?
Um, there is automation that you can use, which should just be optimization, but it sometimes, okay, I'll say most of the time it throws off drivers, especially if they've been doing it for a while. Those guys that have been doing it, 10 plus
Have to.
years, yeah, it throws them off from going from the manual way to then having a system self-generate a route for them. They tend to not want to follow that, and then creates kind of a conflict of interest there. So yeah, there are automated ways that you can do it. It's kind of just making sure that your driver is open to it, or if you're going to kind of disregard what your driver thinks, and just like, hey, I want them to at least try it. There's always that route too, but I think that's the biggest, I guess, jump to take is to make sure that your driver's all good with it, or at least willing to try, so that they
Right.
don't have to, wake up every morning and manually move all these stops around the way that they want to run it.
Okay. Nope. Sounds good. Okay.
And yeah, which cleaner are you with?
With Classic in Red Deer.
Classic. Okay. In Florida?
Nope. Red Deer, Alberta.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
And then I have one last question.
No, you're good. That's what this is for.
Okay, so in our system, we created a group called Altered Gown Clients for all of our formal alteration people. Now we're just kind of wondering, like, when our regular customers' orders are ready, they get an automatic notification. We don't want these customers to get a notification their order's ready because we book second fitting. Can
Okay.
can we shut that off?
Yeah. So what I would do is I would make a rack labeled second fitting, and that would be a not finished rack. From there, you can rack all of those orders to that area, kind of making a mental note of, okay, now we need to reach out to these customers manually, whether it's a phone call, email, whatever it is, and let them know that we're ready to do a fitting. And then when it's finally ready after that, then you would rack it to a normal storage location, then they would get that order ready notification.
Okay, so it's just the racking area.
Yeah, yep. It specifically just you can set the storage locations to be not finished or standard. So you just want to set it up as a not finished rack.
Okay,
And of course, you can reach out to us and we can set that all up for you or help you with it.
okay, nope, that sounds good. Perfect. And answered my questions for today.
Okay, awesome. Feel free to stick around. I'm sure there'll be
Yeah,
other questions that might, storm up some others.
sounds good.
Yeah. All right. Other questions? Let's see. We got Matt here.
Yeah, hey Tyler, how are you doing?
Doing well. How are you?
Good. Hey, I got a couple of alt questions for you. One is I was wondering, so if we have a shirt ripped in process, but we think our altar lady can take care of it, I want to put a note in the system under alterations, but is that visible to the client?
Hmm. Where are you worried about them seeing it? Are you worried about them seeing it on the customer portal
Yeah,
or on the ticket?
yeah, because, huh? I guess portal or ticket. Yeah. So if we send it in for,
Okay. I would need to check. I don't think the ticket, or I think the ticket would be the only place that it would go.
well, the ticket
Um,
won't show it actually because it go through the bag.
oh yeah, you're right. Yeah, that's true.
So that
Um, but the customer portal should only show that it's at alteration, which I guess would be your worry, right?
yeah, I mean, it's not a huge issue, or just if we could avoid it, it'd be nice.
Yeah, let me see, because let me find an example really quick on your, to see what they see.
I could tell you one I just did.
Yeah, it does show to repair if they hit see details on it.
Okay. It's not the
Um,
end of the world, but
yeah, I mean, there's a couple buttons they got to click.
okay.
It'll show like your upcoming order is currently cleaning. Um, and then if they click see details on the pieces, it'll just show to repair or alteration, something like
Okay.
that.
Uh, and then the second question, we're having issues. We have metal machete and we have a special arm that kicks off alterations. So
Okay.
we're having, sometimes we do alter, then clean. Sometimes it's clean, then alter. And we're trying to come up with a system because we're coming across where we're sending things back to the stores that haven't been altered yet. And so then they send it back in, and then the ladies take it through the system gets kicked off. They think it's been done. They send it back. So is there something our alterations department needs to be doing so it'll just go through the bagger as usual and not fall off the special arm once alter is finished?
So do you do an inspection process after? Is that why it initially comes off of the arm?
I mean, yes and no. I mean, it's they'll inspect it at the alterations, and I just noticed when it's gone special arm, sometimes I can't even find where the repair should have been, if anything. So I'll think it's done, and I'll send it off even myself. So even after inspecting it. So I was thinking maybe the alterations needs to be doing something in the system so it'll go through as normal.
I mean, I'm sure they're hitting complete on them when they finish it, right?
I'd have to see. I don't know.
Okay. Because that would be the only thing that they would necessarily need to do.
So
Whenever
if they
it's
hit
being-
complete, then it should not go off our special arm.
Well, so I don't think that neither us or Metal Progetti can stop it from coming off of the special arm because it's going on because it's obviously looking at your ticket splitting rules and you want alterations to come off that special arm, right?
Yeah, I want
Come off and then she,
I want it to come off if the alterations still need to be done.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
and then she change it to something else, send it back, and it goes through no.
I mean, the one thing, it's kind of manual though. We could add in another special care that is set for alteration needs to be completed. And then when it is completed, then they would change it. But it seems like a lot of manual work and making sure that everybody remembers those things.
Right.
So then then as long as that is the only special care on there, it would come off the special arm as still needing to be done. Do you have multiple arms?
Yes, but only one special arm.
Okay, interesting. Let me put a note to talk to somebody about that.
Okay. And it used to be we were set up where our tickets, when it goes off the special arm and we print out a manual ticket, not a bagger ticket, it would have bold down at the bottom or somewhere that would say fold or alteration or so that just jumped out at you. Now our alterations, you have to like read in the body of the ticket in real small print. And some of our people out there can't speak English. So, or read English, I should say. And so it'd be nice if it was just, we got back to where it just said fold or alterations or something that just jumped out at them.
Yeah.
And I know Scott's had that set up when we were doing Scott's business.
Yeah, let me see. I mean, I'm sure you guys have gotten more in-depth special cares now, so some of those basic ones have probably gone away, right?
I
So I do
guess.
see you have like a normal fold.
I think fold does. I think fold is still bold.
So fold doesn't show on the bagging receipts. That's one thing, but it shows on financial receipts and at detailing and in close tracker for you guys specifically. Looking for, yeah, I don't see anything that would just be normal alteration. Oh, there it is. I passed it. Okay, that one does not show on financial receipts or alert on bagging receipts.
Okay. Is there a way we can get alteration to show, bold?
Yeah, that would be alert on bagging receipt. So it would just show a bold, like black with white lettering,
Right.
right there at the bottom. Yeah, it would show bold or whatever you would. It should already be doing it, unless if I mixed them up. No, you don't have alert on bagging receipts. You have alert or show on financial receipts. Do you want me to turn it on, alert on bagging receipts, and then test
yes.
it and see if you like it?
Yeah,
I'll just
that'd be great.
I'll just turn it on just for fold because you also mentioned that you didn't want them to notice alteration. So if I turn that on for alteration, then it would.
No, just in the notes. I'm just talking about the customer, but I want these tickets, our tickets we print out to, if it has alterations, to say alterations. If it has fold, to be jumps out at.
Okay, yeah.
And I think we got crease, military crease also as one.
Yeah, I did see something crease pants, crease sleeves. Yeah, I mean, there's a bunch of different ones for that. Release form.
Yeah, so I guess if anything that goes off the special arm, I'd like it bolded of why it's coming off the special arm, black with white print.
Oh, I see. You've got a folder for specialty. Oh, there's not a good way to search for this. Okay, I edited just fold and alteration special care. So I guess if you can have somebody test or, make one up and then just do a test really quick to see what fold and alteration will look like. You can do it on two separate items, just so we could see it before,
Okay.
fully going along with it.
All right. Well, I'll work on that and see if I can get it figured out before we jump off the call.
Yeah. I mean, we still got another 40 minutes, so we're all good.
Okay. Sounds good.
All right. Hey, Mubin.
Hey Tyler. So I wanted to get a little bit of a better understanding on brands. So would we be able to set it up where some brands get a couture upcharge on our end, where it's like, sometimes more delicate items, fabrics that aren't normally things we can process just in the standard way that we do, and also the release form that might go along with it. Oftentimes we get, very expensive dresses or gowns or suits and so on. I was just trying to understand whenever we begin to go through the whole brand list, if those are some things that maybe we can add in or try to keep an eye on, or get an understanding of, like a better understanding of what we're charging them versus what, I mean, I hate to say it, but like what our risk position is on that. If it's like a $5,000 dress, we want to make extra measures on making sure nothing wrong happens, because I'm really not trying to. I don't want to be in a position to have to pay that claim.
Yeah, definitely. Sorry, I'm muting you so I don't echo. Yeah, so this is a super common thing, and it's becoming more common, or at least I'm seeing a lot of cleaners starting to do it. So I'm sure you're already familiar. Let me share my screen. This isn't your instance. This is Matt's. So coming to settings, detailing pricing, two things you're going to want to check, right? So you're going to want to make sure that you have it labeled correctly under your special cares. I don't know if these guys have it or not. Let's see, brand designer. No, doesn't look like you guys have it. At least for Matt, they don't, unless if they have it under different stuff. Because different companies, they'll actually go through and name them, name the ones that they want, and they'll upcharge them specific rates that they want. So if it was, couture, yes, Gucci, Prada, stuff like that, they'll label them here, and then give them a percentage upcharge. So that's really step one. If you do add them, go ahead and hit save. But then from there, you'll go to brands pricing. I'm sure you've looked here, but you essentially just search for whatever you're looking for. So look for Gucci, and then go ahead and hit edit on it. And then you can add that upcharge that you just created or that you already had. Click that, and then every time that brand gets clicked, it's going to get that upcharge, regardless of if somebody accidentally clicks a blanket and Gucci, it's going to get it. I don't even know if they make blankets, but just an example.
Yeah, you'd be kind of surprised with some of the items that these high-end brands offer. But okay, that gives me a good idea of where to look into, and then I think I'll probably create a brand list first before getting into that. I'll probably reach out to you guys one more time before adding all those high-end brands that sometimes I'm never even heard of. You know what I mean? So I got a good idea of it though. So thank you.
Yeah. We do have a recommended list, a recommended upcharge list. Now, I don't know if it'll fit exactly what you're wanting to do, but we do have one that has a recommended upcharge amount and what brands to upcharge. And that's just based on what we've seen, based on what other people are doing or what we've done with other companies.
Yeah, absolutely. I'd love to know where I can take a look at that, or do I just need to reach out to you guys? What's the move there?
Yeah, if you just want to, I can email it over to you or whatever is best. Just reach out and ask for me.
Yeah, email would be great, or I can reach out to you either way. I'd like to see that though.
Yeah, of course. And that's really for anybody. If you want to do the exact same thing, feel free to reach out to me. I can send that over to you. It's just a Excel document. Should be able to open up anywhere and view that stuff. All right. Other questions?
Yes, I do have it.
Yeah. What's going on?
Okay, I am separating the Thursday delivery and Wednesday. However, it shows only Thursday, so the customers putting only I just started, so they're putting, even though we're delivering Wednesday group, they're putting Thursday to Thursdays. So they get confused. I get confused. So how do I separate the groups in deliveries? Customers.
Yeah. Can you remind me which cleaner you're with? I know we talked
Fresh
last
spin.
week. Fresh spin. Yeah. Okay. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and share my screen. This is your instance. I'm just going to have you walk me through what you mean by that. So first thing, let's check out delivery settings, delivery. Okay. So it sounds like you're moving people to the Wednesday, although they're on Thursday
Wednesday
right
and
now.
Thursday. Yeah, Wednesday and Thursday.
Oh, you're combining them.
No. I have two, Wednesday and Thursday. I'm not combining them. Thursdays is a
Okay.
different area. Wednesdays are a different area.
Okay,
So
so it sounds like that the group that you're looking at, or the customer that submitted something, is only on or I shouldn't use the word only, but they are on the Thursday route.
there are people, but the new people are Wednesday. Just like you saw in the Wednesdays are Chula Vista. The other groups are Thursdays. So that's regular.
Okay, can you give me a customer name or something so I
Sure.
could see it?
VON. Lauren Lee Van Hull.
Okay, yeah, got
She's
him.
supposed to be on Wednesday, but she got confused on it shows on Thursday, so she got confused. So we went out on Wednesday. It was nothing on there. We didn't go on Thursday because it's so far. And then she just put her stuff on Thursday, but we text her we will be there on Wednesday. I don't know, she didn't receive it, or I don't know, but yeah. So how do I fix it?
Okay, yeah, so for this one,
Hmm.
let me check out.
How do I change to Wednesday?
Oh, yeah, I mean, first, this customer's not even set to a route.
Oh,
So you would click on their name and you can click route, and then you can choose whichever one they should be. If you think that they should be will call, you'd set them to will call. And then if you want them to be on that Chula Vista route, you'd set it to that. Yeah.
That's what I need to know. Okay.
Yeah. And then you don't need to worry about selecting this. If there's nothing selected, then that means that it's going to go on all. So if you had all the days appearing here, then you could go through and select, I only want it to run Wednesday, or this customer to only be available for Wednesdays. But since how there's just a Wednesday here, it's going to, choose that day no matter what.
Okay. That's what I needed to know. Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah. I feel like you
I
asked me
see.
another question as well.
Okay. That's it.
Okay. This route's an on-demand route.
Yeah.
You see, this one is. Okay. That's why.
Also,
So,
you talked about the brands. Can you send me the email also? Because I have the same issue.
yeah. Can you just put in a ticket and just ask for the recommended brand upcharge list? And then just, you can mention my name in there if you want. I can send it over.
Okay.
So the reason why your customer is only getting Thursday, right, is because your Wednesday route is not set to be on demand right here. It is set to a fixed route where, so you essentially have total opposites when it comes to these two routes, not really the same at all.
I see.
So this one is optimization enabled. So it's going to optimize the route as stops occur or as stops are added into it. And then you also have, an on demand. So anyone that's near this little blue dot is going to go to this. But because you don't have a second one, everybody is essentially going to go to this if they attempt to put in a stop or schedule a pickup.
Oh, so if you go back to Chula Vista location, how do I set that one? How do you set that to other? How do you change the routes, the map?
Yeah, so as soon as you hit on demand here, then it's going to populate this little map. So you can choose where you want it to start, or where you want that location to be kind of gravitating towards.
Oh, okay. Where how do I get there? I know I created it, but I forgot.
No, that's okay. Go to settings
Setting,
and then delivery,
delivery,
and then routes.
routes.
Yep.
Okay.
And
And then
those will
that
be your
was,
two routes.
what was that? What was that? What was the click?
Route type.
Route
Said it's
type.
on demand.
On demand. Perfect. Okay. So I can move this blue dots, right?
Yeah. Yep. And so it'll want to pull people in based on that location. So it'll be closest to that area. They'll go to there.
Perfect. Perfect. Okay. Thank you.
Of course. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah. All right. Other questions? Looks like we had some people join. And if you just recently joined, you have the ability to just unmute yourself, but let's try not to interrupt one another.
Hi, Tyler.
Hey, Mark.
I got a quick question about what you were just showing. One of our or all of our routes are fixed, but they're actually on demand. But I'm looking at the setting right now. It says fixed.
hmm
Does that prevent people from adding themselves to the route?
Yes, sort of. Let me put up your.
Right, because I mean, we get pickups that come in by customers throughout the morning, and it goes to the route. So I guess I need clarification on understanding what does it mean fixed versus on demand.
Yeah. So fixed would be you are manually going to add people to routes. Now, if you are going ahead and setting people up in a specific manner, then that would be great for fixed. Now, it doesn't entirely mean that they're not able to. So allow on-demand scheduling just allows them to schedule while they're still set to a route customer. This is essentially what you're kind of setting up those walls of you have to be a route customer in order to schedule, and I have to go through and put you into the route that I want you on. So
I mean, most of our customers are our route customers. They're from the time of their account creation, they're assigned to a route. Right now, I'm looking at a route.
mhm.
It says fixed, but I know that people, customers, schedule their own pickups throughout the morning, and they get added to the route.
Are they moving from other routes?
No,
They're already on the route.
they're assigned to the route. They're not scheduled for that day.
Oh yeah. That's exactly how that works.
Okay, so fixed is correct.
In how you're, well, I guess if you're looking to change your routes, then that's something that would probably be one of the first things to look at would be if you want it to be on demand. I think the way that your guys is set up though, you should definitely keep it as fixed, just because you
Mhm.
have pretty complex routes, and you like to be aware of where everybody is essentially.
hmm
Whereas if it
hmm
was on demand, if the system decided that the person was slightly closer to that blue dot, like we were showing earlier,
I
it
see.
would pull them and move them to a different route.
I see.
Whereas you're keeping them in their boundaries.
So
You're not quite
I
geofencing, but you're in a way doing it. Yeah.
got it. What I was understanding that blue dot to be was the starting point of the route. Is that what you
Oh,
said?
I probably started to say that, but no,
Oh,
it's
okay.
more of like this is the radius. I don't know how big the radius is though,
Okay.
because it does depend on if there are multiple dots. So if I just have one on-demand route and I set up that one dot, then everybody is technically going to be close to that dot, so they're going to get moved there.
Because I mean, it would be great, and I don't know if this is already how it works. I don't know if you know how it optimizes, but if we can set within that geolocation where our driver starts from and where they'll likely end, it would play into the optimization of the route, right? Because
Right, because your
like,
drivers vary at their start location. They don't all start at the plant.
I mean, they all start at the plant, but when you're driving an hour away, it's kind of irrelevant, right? Like, it might you might decide because this customer has timing and there's no traffic, he should actually start here today versus start
Right.
over here today. So if it was consistent enough, and when you can go into the route settings, you can say like for this route, driver always starts here and always ends here.
Yeah, that would be interesting. I think there's one company that does that, but they manually set it. As in like every day they make sure that that's their beginning and that's their last.
Yeah, that's basically why we have the fixed route, or it doesn't optimize in real time anymore because every morning we have to go and decide based on timing and who we
Yeah.
have and how many drivers are available, where are we going to start and where are we going to end, and then we go from there. Okay, thank you.
Yeah, I got you. That is an interesting idea, though. All right, other questions?
All right, I do have another question. First of all, the alterations and fold worked,
Okay.
so that's good. Back on this, I had a question on when you go into the detail of an item, you have the send, and then we have down detailing, spotting, pressing, cleaning, repair, and assembly. Are those set, or you can change those?
Those are set. Yeah, those are default.
Okay, so we can't change or add or delete.
No, nope.
Okay, and does that do anything other than just show it on the screen?
So I mean, it tracks history-wise as to when it was, sent to detailing or sent to repair or whatever, sent to cleaning. So it's really more just as history markers of when and who sent, a garment where.
Will it go through metal in that categorization?
Did you hear Mike's question?
Yeah, will it go through metal in that categorization? Ooh, I think there is something that metal does not like with those. I'll need to call Freddie after this. He already called me, but I'll need to confirm with Freddie on that one because I think it doesn't like it. Yeah, I think metal does something weird whenever people hit the two. I don't know if it's cleaning or I don't think it does it whenever it does repair. Either way, I'll get with Freddie just to confirm and then let
Would
you
you
know.
send it to detailing?
Say that again.
Why would you send it to detailing?
It's another form of resetting an item.
Or metal? So in other words, like if a redo?
Kind of, yeah, but some people use it like when it's at a racked ready status. Instead of hitting the reset button, they'll just hit send to detailing, and then it just starts it, puts it right back in processing.
Does it charge again?
No.
Okay.
And then, so I clicked, just tested, I clicked the assembly button and it took it to inspection.
Yeah, so that's probably the second time that it's been assembled.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Because I think you had the ticket in, it might have been 2 weeks ago, that cleared the database, and then some things went back through the assembly, and then it popped up as you inspected it, right?
Right.
Yeah, so it from what Josh told me is that it chooses the person who reset the database and as who did it, but then the second time it goes through that assembly, it shows it as inspection.
Okay. All right. So I'm going back to this alteration. So if somebody details it
Mm-hmm.
and they want it to go to alterations, if they click the repair button when they send it in, so when it comes off the specialty arm, somebody scans it, it shows needs to go to repair.
Yeah.
And then the alterations department could maybe hit assembly, and then we know it would be done.
Yes, but then again, if they're manually hitting assembled, then they can't put that on the MP.
It'd be manually bagged at our alterations, which is outside.
Okay, yeah, that would be theoretically that would be a good way to do it. Yeah.
Okay. All right. You think of anything else, Mike?
I have one question on a report. What if I wanted to see, they have the detailing report, our graph, when stuff was detailed and then when it sold out and wrapped. Is there a way I can see that for every Saturday for a quarter to see what our Saturdays look like?
Oh, every Saturday. So you already have the report?
There is.
Or are you saying, are you going into performance?
Yeah.
Checking performance and then going one by one. And do you want it to look like a graph like this?
Yeah. That way we could just see when.
Oh, so you're really, ultimately what you're trying to do is you're trying to see if you really need to be open as long as you are on Saturdays?
Correct. And if we need one employee there or two or,
Okay. And is it for all your stores?
Yes.
Okay. This is a report that I'm trying to get built into the system. So that way, because it's super finicky as to how we have to build it. I think it takes 2 or 3 reports to build it. And to which point we have to custom put it into, just make it into an Excel spreadsheet and then send it off. I'll see if Mike has a refined way of doing it and if we are actually going to put this in as a default report or not. Because you guys may not be aware, but we did add a recent new report. Share my screen real quick. Actually, two different reports. So there are the disputes report. So now if you end up having disputes, all the information will pop up here, and
On
actually
financials. No,
you'll be able to see.
that's under financials.
So after it's been completed, as we know, it can be difficult to get some information on what happened, why, but it'll actually give you the report of what the cardholder sent back to Stripe or back to us, and
Oh, these are
there-
just credit card disputes.
yeah, just credit
Okay.
card disputes. Yep.
That's what I'm saying.
Yep. So this is where you'll also go to put in the information or send your dispute, your counter dispute.
We notified that we have a dispute.
Yeah. So now you should be notified through up here under your notifications. It'll also be emailed to the admin of the entire company. So should be getting any emails from it as well. Another common report that's come up a lot is
That's awesome.
the common, hey, we think we've lost an item. We aren't able to find it. How can we find it? The location pickup history. This is based on the report that we always build for people whenever this comes up. So now you can just do it yourself. Select the time frame that you're looking for. Select the store that you want, what rack it was previously on, or if you're like, hey, I just need to look at all racks, you can just hit search, and it's going to show you everything that was picked up for all locations, everything, and you can go through and kind of go through that data.
Right. Whether it's there or been taken off.
Yeah, exactly. Yep.
Back on that credit card dispute, does that work with the just Stripe, or does that work with First, whatever we're still with?
Oh, First American. I forget you guys are there.
Which we need to probably move over to Stripe. I just haven't got all the info yet, or asked for it all. Or
Actually, First American still does paper. They still mail disputes to you. So yeah, I guess this wouldn't be relevant to you guys specifically, but yeah.
Can you make a note though that we need to get together on that Stripe deal?
Yeah, I'll make a note.
Whoever.
You can even select the location.
Yeah, it's cool. Now just give me the report that however many we've set at the front counter and how many we will mark in, where we can compare those.
Oh, there's Lily.
You know what I'm saying? Customer brings in 5 items and we give them a slip for that.
Yep.
Make sure that we marked in 5.
Yeah, and so under the history, it'll tell you. Okay, yeah, I guess you guys haven't been in these meetings, and I haven't talked to you guys in a minute. There's a couple other things. So if we're just opening up, just look up Smith history, you'll see original pieces right here. So you'll know, like here, they didn't mark in any original piece count for this client, but the ending count that they put in was, or the total count that they put in was, 3, 2, 1, whatever it is.
5 or 6, yes. Okay.
But there's a setting that requires.
We had that setting, Tyler, and it like I had Charles Thompson and I were looking at one. It was a 1-piece item, but they had 6 as what and a bunch of them were off. And maybe our CSRs are putting them in wrong. Is that the only way that number would be off? Or does it split it and not take in consideration?
I guess it could be counting as splitting, yeah.
Because the dynamic.
Because can you look at the one I'm talking about? I don't know if you need to or not, but.
Here, let me get this out of my way really quick. Let me go to yours. Okay. Who's
Charles Thompson without an address. Thompson.
Is it TH?
Yeah, there you go.
And see, that's when we have in there in the notes, it's dead feet. You just don't want to print that out.
Okay, so 6 original pieces, 325. It's like this one did the exact same thing. They put 6. Oh, right here. Auto remove from order. We got 5 items that were removed from this order, assuming that it was probably laundry, something different.
Oh, so it's okay.
Maybe it was split or.
Yeah, it could have been because that was 1 piece of dry cleaning. Then there's 4 pieces of dry cleaning, 4 and 4.
Yeah, this split from 8486. So yeah, these 4 came from that original 6, and then I'm assuming this one. Yeah.
Now, what made you assume that one? Just because it was a 1 piece?
Yeah, just because it was 1 piece. So yeah, it does. So when it splits, it gives you the original or the amount that it's split with, the original starting amount. And then I guess I wonder how we could adjust that. Take a screenshot of that.
Maybe if you add the order. Oh, it does have the order number on it.
Yeah. Okay. So I have for you guys moving to Stripe, the send two questions about MP, and then a better way for tracking original pieces after split. Was there one other thing?
If there's any good idea on the alterations, if there's a better way of going about showing a completed versus needed.
Yep. Yeah. Alterations. Oh, yeah, I sent that note to somebody else. Okay. Okay. All right. Oh, you said that you do have this setting turned on. The require piece count?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah.
So one other quick question. I could probably go in and do it if you show me where, but if we wanted to do like military crease.
Oh, you guys don't have prompt piece count at detailing?
We don't?
Nope.
What? Oh, it's showing though. So
I mean, it already shows, but we were running into a common question where people wanted to essentially force people into putting stuff. I mean, even though they can still put in whatever number they want, or even zero. There's like a secondary pop-up that says, it's really for route drivers, is why it was made. But whenever they come in, they start detailing the bag, it pops up and says how many pieces are here or in this order. And they can define it.
you want to turn that on, Mike? Where it just reminds them put in the number of items.
When the customer's dropping off clothes,
Yeah.
make it mandatory,
Yeah.
except the route. I don't need to do it on route. Do we?
So the only thing that it'll do for route is when the driver, whenever the driver drops off all their stuff and it goes to get detailed, as soon as the CSR goes ahead and opens up the account and they start detailing it, it's going to pop up and say how many pieces are there. So it's not expecting the driver to count it.
Okay.
Because obviously you don't want to do that out on the road. You might lose stuff.
Do you know how to toggle it on and off?
No.
Right. We could try it. Yeah.
I guess we try it. And if we get a bunch of people complaining, we can.
We don't have Lisa here. Lisa would find it by the end of the day.
True.
Yeah. So the biggest thing, another nice thing, so I'm sure most of the people here have seen this, but now there's a search bar for the settings. So you can type in, even if I just typed in piece co to get, this is what I turned on. It's prompt for piece count at detailing. So then it's just going to ask you right beforehand. So you don't find yourself, doing the classic, which tab is it in? Is it in this one, this one, this one? Just come up to the search bar.
And I get lost because I get distracted on doing something.
Yeah, exactly. You read something else and oh, that looks new. What does that
mean?
Yeah, every time. Yeah.
I like that. Okay. We need to jump on these calls more often.
Yeah.
Yeah, and sorry, we're trying to restructure the time frame of when the live meeting is running. Just was becoming almost too much for us at times. So we've had it kind of off for a little bit, trying to assess when the best times to have it running are. We're looking at doing 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. Just because those are our busiest times, and that's when we want people to jump in there rather than giving us a call all the time. But I'll probably send out a mass email or something, just letting everybody know that it's back up.
Are you going to continue doing this video call like this? Is this the way because I got web cameras for all our stores. So if you ever have to talk with them, so I just want to make sure that you guys plan on doing the video part of it like this. I like it.
Yeah, we like it. We're just trying to make sure that we have enough people to do it at the amount of time. I think right now it's stretching us just a bit too thin and causing an overload of tickets that don't get attended to fast enough. So
are you talking about the video chat where we can go in anytime? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, that one. But yeah, this is just the open Q&A every Tuesday. Unless if I'm sick or off or whatever, unless if somebody covers for me. But yeah, I'm here.
Right. So the open Q&A is just on Tuesdays.
This one is just on Tuesdays. But the other one, I'm trying to keep it going throughout the week. We're just changing the hours.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hey Tyler, I had one quick question. Today, one of my CSR girls, she said that for some reason once she was detailing someone's clothes, and she accidentally selected the wrong fabric, and she was unable to unselect it for some reason. And this is before closing the order or anything. I figured it might be a hiccup because that's never really been an issue. She said today it happened for a couple of customers.
Okay, was that this morning? Was that early this morning?
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, so early this morning we had there was some update that was pushed out. It was supposed to because Google Chrome, part of that one of their plugins they updated, which messed up some stuff. So we were updating it so it didn't mess anything up. Well, in that process, it messed up detailing. So you may have seen problems with fabrics, colors, and special cares, but they shouldn't be having that issue as of I think 10 a.m. Eastern, maybe even 9:30. We pushed out another update to fix it, and so if they are still encountering that issue, have them reload, and then if they need to go back, redo anything that may have been messed up because of it. But yeah, it's no longer a problem. All right, very good. Looks like we've hit 3 o'clock, and so we'll go ahead and wrap this up. If you didn't get a chance to ask your question, feel free to put in a ticket. You can ask for me as long as I'm available. I can give you a call, talk about it, and yeah, I think that's it. Everybody have a great rest of your week, and see you next week. See ya.